Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sexy Nerd Galactic Radio. That's Sngr for all you fans of not saying as many things as possible. In the MOG generation we are in, that symbol would be a dragon fighting a ninja while wearing sunscreen. Anyhow, welcome everyone to SNGR, Sexy Nerd Galactic Radio. I'm your host, Ryan Stick, and join me today, I have my co-host and buddy, Jason Boudreau. We got special guests, future co-hosts, because I really like Big Dave. Big Dave is one of my best friends, and Big Dave, me and him go way back, about 15 years. Now, today, he's going to tell us about an odyssey. You see, this is what happened. Big Dave and we worked together, and on the job site, he was mentioning he was going to New York that weekend, and just by chance, I'm like, didn't Kevin Smith say something about hanging in New York that weekend? So I look up, and sure enough, that weekend, by sheer coincidence, it's New York Comiccon. Now Big Dave is a comic books fan like me, but his favorite thing in the world, down to it's in his blood, hence there is a Spawn tattoo on his body. And that weekend at the New York Comic Con was the one and only creator of Spawn, Todd McFarlane. When I saw that, I just made a noise, an involuntary riff, like, oh! And Dave's like, what? And I'm like, Dave, I feel like I'm that guy in the Matrix. I can tell you this information and your life will go one way, or I can not, and it go another. And I'm not sure if the one way will just be you being pissed, like, hey, here's this great thing, and you can't go. So, not being sure about that, I just spat out. I'm like, oh my God, he's there. And then I look down the list. Oh! Dave's favorite artist in the world right now is Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo's there too. And the list goes on. Bruce Campbell's there. Sam Raimi's there. The immortal, amazing Jim Lee. And so many other people. And I just had to tell him, I'm like, Dave, oh my God. And he's like calling up his girlfriend Nina, also a guest on this episode. He's like, find me a ticket. And I'm trying to find a ticket too. I'm hitting up my connections on the internet. I'm like, hey, what's guys, I gotta get a ticket into this thing, and come up with nothing. And I really wanted to save the day. I wanted to be like, yeah, man, I got it for you. Not to gloat or anything, just to be like, man, you would do this for me. I want to do that for you. So, Big Dave finds a ticket online, and I've been warned about Craigslist tickets in the New York Comic Con. There is a whole process. You have to register your ticket online. There's a photo ID and everything, and I'm just like, please, Dave, I hope he didn't buy a bad ticket. I hope he didn't buy a bad ticket. I hope he didn't buy a bad ticket. He's like, yeah, I mean, the guy at Grand Central Station. I'm getting my photo taken, and all of a sudden, poof, this ticket's legit. Thank God. So anyway, what you're about to hear, besides a couple of minutes of foolery between the four of us, is Big Dave's Odyssey of the New York Comic Con. This is a tale that will go down in history. It'll go down in infamy. It is a tale of a man's struggle with a lineup and a lack of wristband. Enjoy.
So anyway, Jason, you're about to tell us a story. What was it?
Oh, that like I'm.
Jason, your life sucks now. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's pretty much my shift changed at work, and I got to do 2 to 10, so I'm gonna miss everything fun, like going to shows and meeting up with you guys after my shift, because me to get downtown at 11, unless you guys are doing like speed or cocaine, I don't think you guys will be awake.
When have we ever done speed or cocaine?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, that's the whole idea.
Cool.
No, but I mean, like unless we start taking shots of Red Bull like every hour, it's like when I get downtown, it's gonna be like 11:30 or less, or it's gonna be
sorry
bad.
You won't see The Force Awakens with us.
No. I mean, I could probably do that opening night. It's just
we're gonna do it Thursday night.
Thursday night at what time?
Well, and now that we're like, fuck Boudreaux, we're gonna go for the really good.
Right over there. All over its face.
No, but usually at Thursday night it shows at what, like 11 or 12?
Well, I don't know. So far, Dave and I have the Thursday curse because we went to see Fantastic Four on Thursday, and had to go to work.
I skipped a whole bunch of stuff, and it made my life more difficult, and I nearly cried.
We had to look each other in the eye the next day. We're like the surviving victims of something horrible.
We were stupid excited, and then so depressed.
I still haven't seen it, mainly because of how bad you guys have bashed it.
If I'm bashing it, it's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
I don't don't
What's
mind
that movie
watching
that
most
you like
anything.
a lot that I just don't understand why you like it.
Underworld.
No, I like Underworld.
Okay.
I like Underworld 1, 2,
Oh,
even
it's
3.
Sucker Punch.
That's it. Fuck.
That's a brilliant movie.
Sucker Punch.
It's so
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
good. It's out of this world.
No.
It's
I
interesting.
like Sucker
It's
Punch,
well,
but
firstly,
it's
it's
all
visually so fucking appealing, so cool.
Yeah.
Half naked women, which is always a plus in my
But
book.
it just seems like they're redoing everything. Like the music in it is redone tracks of other old music, and then they
I
also.
thought the covers were fucking
No, the
awesome.
covers are good,
it
but,
brought
like,
something
no,
so much
but you're
different
doing
to
the
it.
Matrix.
Oh wait. Can I just chime in for something?
No.
I saw Pan a couple of days ago, and if you don't pay for it,
Jackman is
it's
skinhead.
fine. Look, it's one of those movies where, Dave, you might like it because, yes, there is a lot of action in it. Unfortunately, there's no reason why it's happening. And Captain Hook sounds like the fucking worst.
Is there a lot of singing?
That actor's
Yeah,
really,
oh,
though.
the reason why I'm chiming this in
Pan
is
Song?
that this takes place during World War II, right? And Pan is an orphan in a bunker, and England is getting fucking bombed.
That sounds cool.
So that part's cool. But as soon as they get to Neverland, all of a sudden the pirates are singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit,"
The
and
actual
and it
song?
really,
Like
you know,
Nirvana.
yeah, but like a pirate chant, and you're just like, this song not only makes no sense with the timeline, like this is supposed to be 1940 something, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh yes, Neverland, it doesn't exist, there is but everyone is from the fucking 40s or earlier. So Nirvana doesn't exist yet, and then they throw in Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones at another part, and it's just like,
Why?
It just makes you wonder, like, what coke were these fuckers sniffing?
No, what was it?
So Jason, you said your life sucks though because you're working
2
Fridays.
to 10, yeah.
Yeah.
2 to 10
Well,
all the
man,
time.
all that seniority.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, well, no, it's because the people that are above me took the other shifts, like 6 to 2, 11 to 7, and then I got 2 to 10, and I'm going to be working alone for like 4 hours. It's
How
going
many
to suck.
people could be above you, though?
How-
You've been working there forever.
Yeah, 15 years.
Ever in the
There's
same
people-
position.
No, there's people that have been working there 17 years and 22 years, so like
And
they
how
beat
long
me.
you been there? You must be there 12 now.
15.
Holy fuck, it's even longer than I thought you've been.
What-
Okay, dude, seriously, like, I thought it was bad when you fucking texted me. Now, if you're alone for 4 fucking hours, like, my life's...
I'd rather be alone for 4 hours.
I work for Dave. Don't text me.
No, I text you.
Dave is an
No,
asshole.
I text him all the time. It's so funny. Like he's like, I'm working too. And he's like, well,
The money.
Speaking of money, Dave, you, out of all of us, like, we've been to, like, a couple of Comic-Cons, and they're all local. Tell us about your adventures of the New York Comic-Con, because the story...
compare it to
Yes,
Montreal.
honey.
This-
Tell them
You
about
can.
waiting in line.
Yeah. So you...
Essentially,
And nobody knowing
we'll make
you.
some room here.
And nobody knowing you.
All right. So essentially, it is amazing. I
North
was
Carolina.
in a room that had probably as many people waiting for Comic-Con to open. It opened at 10. I was there at 9. By 10, there were probably as many people just in line waiting as we get at our entire Comic-Con.
So like 15,000?
No, 50.
50,000.
Dude, the lineups were fucking huge. And I mean fucking huge.
Wow.
Did you make any friends? Because on average, mathematically, you should have. If there's 50, if you couldn't make friends with 50,000 people,
Well, you're not talking to 50,000 people. You're in line with 50,000 people. But
Did you drink before?
no.
Did you drink the night before?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the gas
A
you must
lot.
have did, man. He must have farted like crazy during that lineup. And he must have been blaming it on everybody else but him, because nobody knows his farts.
no, we didn't talk to anyone. So anyway,
Oh,
Not in that line.
just like
So anyway, so yeah. We've had like 4 hours, or I've had 4 hours of sleep. I'm fucking exhausted. I get up at like 7 something in the morning. I get the shit going. I put everything together. I walk through the fucking blackest neighborhood, I think, in New York.
Brooklyn?
Harlem.
Whatever.
Harlem would be it. This was a close second.
Just a close second. I walk into the
Africa.
street, and I think the black people were worried I was going to steal from them. I think that's how many black people there were. I didn't see a single white face the entire time we were there, other than the Asians, and they're not white, right?
They're kind of black too, right?
So I'm walking to the metro. I get to the metro. I take the metro. It takes about an hour. Their metro system makes ours look like little baby dick. So I get there, and you have to walk to this place. But because you don't have VIP, you have to walk 6 blocks out of the way to go to this opposite entrance to go through because you have like these RFID tags that you have to be scanned into the building with your information on it and everything.
It's like a cattle car.
A young, frustrated man like yourself must have loved that.
It wasn't so bad. I was listening to Fat Man on Batman, and that was just awesome. And
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
thank you. So I was having a good time. So you go down this staircase and you get into this room and you're looking around going, this is fucking massive. The room we were waiting in was probably, well, that's a lie. I wouldn't say it's as big as our entire Comic-Con, but it can't be that fucking far off. How about that? It's huge. Okay. So you're waiting up in this queue and I'm in the 4th section. So we're in the 4th line that's going to be let in. So that takes forever. And people, it's insane. You run up these stairs and it is fucking huge. DC is at one end. There's this whole area. They had mock-ups of the Batman costume, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Green Lantern?
yeah, the armored outfit going on, and they had their own area with their own booth. And I didn't know this until, of course, hours later, which pissed the fucking shit out of me. That you had to go wait in line if you wanted, whomever you wanted autographs for, you had to go in line right away, get into a specific line, and they would give you a tag. And if you had that tag, you could get in line later on for a signature or an autograph or whatever.
Wow.
But I
Get
rushed.
in line to get a bracelet.
Was
to
Jeff
get in
Johns
line.
there?
Yeah.
Was
What?
Jeff Johns there?
No.
Jeff Loeb was there though. There's a Marvel TV thing.
There's a Jim Lee thing too as well. And you have to get in line for all these.
Wow.
And you had to get in line for those specific things. So you can only
have
get.
to get in line for everything.
Yeah.
So pretty much you're a cattle car.
So I ran right up top, and I knew the McFarlane booth was. I studied it in advance, so I saw this.
studied it?
I studied it. I didn't know how.
Blueprints.
There's Ocean's 11.
Well, ours aren't so well shown, but I mean, McFarlane was pretty easy. They had this black thing hanging down from the ceiling with the Spawn sign and saying McFarlane.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
How
And
was it meeting
Like
him?
McFarland, like starring Kevin Costner.
yeah, something like
Did you have
that.
to pay for his signature?
No. You don't have to pay for
No,
anything.
no, but see, that's the thing, right? McFarlane's very well known for not asking any money for any signature.
You didn't have to pay
But
for any
you
of the
could only do
signatures.
two.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his
Well,
like,
well, that was the limit that they put on because it would have taken forever.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God. So anyway, I run into this area and you're looking around, you go in line, you get into this one queue because it's not well defined, and you're talking to people. There's I'm in line for this, and there's a sign showing you have to get in line for signatures and you have to get in line for the panel.
Wow.
You have to get in line 2 separate lines. So then I think I'm in line for the fucking panel, but there's this lady handing out bracelets. I don't give a shit what the fuck this is. I'm getting a bracelet. So she's giving away bracelets and whatever, and then I'm told that the signing's over there. So I walk over to the other edge and I see her, and I walk right to the front of the line, right next to her. Who are you behind? I point to some random guy. So she gives him a bracelet, and then I get a bracelet. So
Well, this is for McFarlane.
this is to get in the line.
Yeah.
And if you had a bracelet on, you only find out later. You don't know the fuck the bracelet is for. So you find out early on that bracelets are the fucking end all and be all of his autographs. You find out that if you have a bracelet on, you are guaranteed to get a signature. If you do not, which there were a lot of people behind us
All
that were
bets are
not,
off.
all bets are off. There's no guarantee he's going to a
Why
certain
didn't they
time.
do that for Ryan with the Kevin Smith fucking
So
thing?
all this worked out because you're a fucking liar.
No,
That's
actually,
awesome.
I ended up getting. I went to the back of the line after I got my bracelet. At least I was honest. And then, like 10 other people behind me got a bracelet. I didn't give a flying fuck about the rest of them. I got the bracelet I wanted to.
How USA.
USA.
You okay, USA?
So anyway, there's 2 guys behind me. They have these gorgeous, and of course, they're all getting Spider-Man signed. I'm there with my Spawn comic books, and then I realized that the Spawn #1 I have is
Shit, I have a mid-condition, like fucking Spider-Man #1 by McFarlane. Do you want it?
yes.
Okay.
I have one too. Yeah.
Rhetorical question.
It's the one with the webs, right? And it's
Yeah,
very
it's
dark with
fucking
the
awesome.
eyes.
That's what they
That's
got.
why I wanted the Hero Time that Spider-Man because it's a darker Spider-Man, and I like darker.
All right, sorry I keep interrupting you, but
that's
I
okay.
have ADD. All right, so you're in line. You have your bracelet. Then what happens?
And then I realized that the #1 Spawn that I have that I wanted to sign, I'm like, oh, fuck, I hate my life. It's a reprint.
Oh, man.
So it's not as crisp and clean as the originals because they didn't care because
Yeah.
basically just
Yeah.
photocopy the
Well, it's
originals.
also-
This is what we'll print this
but it's
time.
also his own company too, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
Imagine when you looked at it, it's like, really?
Well, they didn't do their own printing.
Yeah, but no, but like the idea about him going like,
At least it wasn't like a bootleg version where it's like, where the
go
fuck
up to
did
him
you?
and go like, hey man, I'm Canadian.
No.
Wink.
No. So when I realized, so I have the 50 I have is nice, the 100 I have is nice, and they limit it, and you find it in advance, they're limiting it to 2 signatures per person. And there's
fair.
no photographs, there's none of this, there's none of that, whatever.
fair.
And don't like try and engage them in conversation. Don't ask them to draw it. None of that's gonna happen. Like every time you got up, like there's this woman who says, and it's her job to say, make sure you have your stuff out and ready because they won't be waiting. You have to give it to me before you give it to him, and whatever. It's all this shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was nice enough. So I got into line just before 9 o'clock. I got my signature, so I ran upstairs and I got into another line.
You actually
And
ran?
Well, as much as I run, I walked very, very
Power
briskly.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when Dave power walks...
I don't-
Let me get to the fucking story.
No, but you know deep down.
ADD, shut the fuck up.
I know, but it's like you're at the cusp of greatness. You're smelling the
the
beer.
beer.
Smelling
gotta
that
push
pussy
'em on.
just before you get to put your dick in.
Exactly, and it's like, and I put it in,
it's
and
so
then
warm.
Jay started talking.
It sounds like a time I could tell you about. Anyway, so we end up going. I end up in line, and I end up out of line. I finally get my 2 Todd McFarlane signatures on 1 and 100. I really wanted 150 and 100, but what are you gonna do? And it's like 12:20 at this point. So I've been in line for 3 hours and 20 minutes, plus the travel, plus the whatever, to get those 2 signatures.
He hasn't done anything
Sleep
else
deprived.
at this point.
Sleep deprived.
Sleep deprived. I haven't eaten, and I'm like,
One beer.
I am told the Greg Capullo stuff is from 1:30 to fucking 3.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna run around
You
now.
gotta suck it. You gotta suck it up.
I spend the next fucking hour talking to every stupid yahoo. Well, that's a lie. To a whole bunch of idiots. This is where it gets frustrating.
To a bunch of New Yorkers.
I talked to one guy. Where is this area? It's the South
Wing.
whatever wing or whatever. I go or South Concord. So I go.
The second that guy says South Wing to anything, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I've dealt with him.
It says it's still in South Concord, but I ask him where it is. So he goes, it's down there. I go down there. It's the Batman, Superman, it's all that stuff and whatever. And there's
DC.
yeah, there's this interview area because DC has their own section off area and whatever. I go to there, I look around, it's fucking not there. I walk all the way back to the guy. Now, keep in mind, there are so many fucking people, it takes forever to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm walking by shit all
Very
the time.
slow.
By fucking lots of cool shit, by the way. But I'm fucking focused. I'm determined. I go back to this guy. I say, okay. I said, this is who I'm trying to get a signature from. What the fuck am I supposed to go? You sell me to here and go to whatever. He goes, well, sometimes what we do is we have people walking around and they come, but they don't have a booth assigned to them. And I said, it's supposed to be one of the high profile people coming. They got a page, but they don't have a place where they're signing.
That's fucked up.
So anyway, you end up, he ends up saying, well, go to here. So I go to the other end. I fucking can't find anything. I find somebody else. She goes, oh, no, that's downstairs. Oh, okay, thank you very much, because they're having autographs. I walked around the full autograph area downstairs. There's nobody. I go to another booth, talk to somebody else. And then she goes, oh, well, that's just over there. I said, no, it's not. I've gone there, and I've spoken to somebody, and it's not there.
I took a piss.
And she goes, and I said, it's not over there, and it's not over here. She goes, okay, well, let me look it up on the app. She goes, well, you don't have your iPhone? I said, I'm from out of town. So she looks it up. She says, oh, okay, South Concourse. You got to go back to... I said, I was already there. She goes, well, that's where...
Canada, and they think I'm slow.
And I was like, gonna punch someone in the face. So I'm talking to her. And I said, look, please just find it. I said, it's extremely important to me. Can we just tell me exactly where to go? She goes, oh, okay. She goes through all this
Don't
stuff.
hurt me.
She finally finds out. I
Okay,
promise I will not rape you if you find out what's
the
going on.
big man with the big gun. I mean, dick.
It's really
I
not.
won't hurt you or my New York black neighbors.
There you go. So she finally finds out and says in the South Concourse, okay. I'm like, all right, fine. I said, but I've been there. She goes, no. I just read up on it. She goes, that's where they're going to be signing. I said, but there's nobody there. She goes, just go to there. I guarantee you it's there. She goes, just talk to somebody.
All you have to do is believe.
Just don't hurt me.
And I forgot to mention that earlier I talked to someone in the area.
Okay.
And no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm lying. This is when I went there. So I go all the way over to the area.
It was a long day.
It was a long fucking day. This has been an hour. This
You
part's
seem
an hour.
exhausted
Oh, it was
about it?
fucking exhausting.
Oh, okay.
And my shoulders hurt because of my bag. I was not happy.
His eyes twitching.
You actually had a
His
bag?
feet were hurting
Well, I had to
he
because
didn't
I had
clean
my
his new
comics in it,
insole.
and I had-
Was it a backpack or was it like a satchel?
No, it's my work bag, my laptop bag. It's because I kept my
handbag?
Yeah.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
At times, it has a handle.
It does. I use it a lot, but whatever. Well, I had my comics in it and had my tablet in it so I could read, and I made sure that I had like the proper documentation to get in and all that shit.
Right.
So I ended up going to the DC area and I talked to some guy and whatever. Oh, yeah. No problem. You have to come back. He's signing around 4 o'clock. Him and Scott Snyder are signing at the same time. They're signing around 4 o'clock. Okay, no problem. It's like 1:30 now. I can go off and I can look at stuff really quickly because I'm by myself. I can do a bit of stuff, but I don't want to waste time. So I go to the closest thing to me.
You do this all alone.
All alone.
That's so scary.
I would love to do it with you guys, but I know I was able to see so much stuff so fast.
Oh my God! I'm so glad I wasn't around for your rage of being like, "Where the fuck are they?"
In a
So
way, we
I
could
was
have
actually
been.
pretty calm, but I think because I was alone, not with friends, that everything was internalized.
Oh yeah, so you just sucked it up.
Yeah.
But you could have had an ulcer.
So I went to the food booth that was the closest nearby. I said, I want a pretzel, I want a hot dog, and I want a Coke.
Wow, you're a New Yorker.
Oh, fucking right. So I gave him the money. It was like $15. Like, fuck you, $15. So anyway,
555.
but I know because I'd ended up having to walk through. Oh, sorry. I missed a part. Earlier. The first line that I got sent to by the lady that I was just spoke to before going to it, she says, "Oh, it's in like 14B or whatever the fuck it is." So I go all the way there. It's the fucking dating area. It's the meet date area. What the fuck's wrong here? And it's just
Whoa! What's she saying about you?
You're clearly alone and angry. You don't need Greg Capullo. You need some fucking action.
And at the end of this, that's when I said, no, I screwed up.
You need a girl dressed up as Pikachu.
So much.
So I decided, and that's when I decided.
People fucking Canada.
DC area, I'm like, fuck it. The DC people have to know where one of their top fucking writers are.
Please.
So I went up and talked to the guy. And that's what
Artists.
the guy told me. So anyway, yeah, whatever. Sorry.
Well, no, 'cause you had
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, and then you had also
Greg Capullo, exactly.
So you have
So-
like a big artist and a big writer.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I was because I knew they were together, so I just said
can tell
it.
You're exhausted. I don't know why Ryan's bringing this up. This is a dark place for you. With a lot of light.
So there are so many fucking booths. It's not even fucking funny, and there's so much shit to look at.
Yeah.
I did from 1:30 basically to 3 o'clock. I think I ran a marathon because I did, and I have it with me.
You should have
somewhere.
worn running shoes, dum dum. Not your big work boots.
Yeah, well, fuck.
Doesn't own running shoes.
Not anymore.
You should.
All right,
There's
Dave
no
just
guarantee that
Dave
you
just
can.
whipped out
Okay.
a map.
This is Artist Alley is not included in this, and
Okay.
for everyone listening, you can't see fuck all, so I'm sorry.
It looks like the plans of the Death Star.
It does.
way.
So this is not including Artist Alley.
Right.
This is where.
Holy shit.
This is not Artist Alley. This is not an area in the front where they had show stuff going on when they had ended up having Jurassic World stuff.
It looks like a
And
motherboard
this
of a
is
computer.
not the DC stuff included.
Yeah, it does. It looks
This is just the main fucking booths to go look at.
It looks like Tron. It looks like fucking Tron.
Yeah, I feel like a red thing and a yellow thing is gonna blue and yellow are gonna like fight to the death.
So
and-
because Capcom is here, I memorized that, and Todd McFarlane's booth was right there. So I memorized to go right next to Capcom. Yeah,
Dante and fucking Mega Man.
they had. Oh, it was fucking nuts. They had Kotobukiya and there. It was fucking used.
They'll make Rye or no?
They had a whole bunch of Ryan. Jay, sorry. I see Ryan doing this, and I want to smack him. This is one floor.
That is fucked up.
This is one floor. There's this. What you were just looking at is here.
It actually looks like snakes and ladders.
Yeah. This is where I was waiting. This is the signing area.
At which point does Donkey Kong throw the barrel at you?
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
fucking
You gotta
idea.
Jump over it.
So we're in this huge area. I did this whole.
Enix. Wow.
I did, except for this portion right here. I ran up and down these aisles. It took me an hour and 45 minutes.
Wow, you must have been sore.
Because
That's
at
not like stopping
three,
and looking
because
at
by
it.
3:20 I was at. Well, I stopped and looked at stuff. I bought a couple little things. Well, actually, I just bought one thing, and I kept in mind the rest of the stuff. I didn't stop and stare at everything. There was too much stuff to look at, but I did a quick run through every single alley.
It was having sensory overload.
It was
Oh my
fucking
God, you must
amazing.
have been like walking down like fucking Terminator, right? Just doing like that scan.
It's exactly what I was doing.
Fuck.
I was keeping an eye out for
RoboCop style.
Yeah.
So around what time of day are we at now?
We are at 3:15ish.
3:15ish, because you texted me at 3:27. So when we get
Oh.
there,
Oh.
I asked you if you got your signatures.
Oh.
You said you haven't gotten here yet, so you should probably tell this part of the story.
All right, so it's 3:15. I get back to the DC area.
Boop, boop. 24.
I'm like, I'm gonna get in line. I'm gonna get a signature. This will be fucking awesome. I go talk to the guy. Where's the lineup for the Greg Capullo signature? Oh, Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. I said, yeah. He goes, where's your bracelet? What bracelet? Well, you needed to line up at the beginning of the day to get a bracelet to get a signature. I said, you have to be fucking kidding me. I said, It's not even shown on the fucking Comic-Con thing where to go. I had to guess my way through everything. I came here earlier today. Nobody told me anything.
I came here from fucking Canada.
I came all the way here to get Todd McFarlane and Greg Capullo to sign stuff.
That's
I said,
it.
I came here for this shit.
Yeah.
I said, I scavenged. My girlfriend worked her ass off to get me this ticket. I said, I came here for this, and I'm finding this shit out now, hours later. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah. No.
And there's only a couple people in line
Then
already.
you think about this, like, I'm a true fan, okay? I love comic books, right? I'm not gonna go to a crossplay player and, like, fucking go up to her fake tits and go motorboat the shit of that. No, I want to fucking get some shit signed, sir. Yeah, I get it.
So there's, well, unless you have
Thank you for that.
No.
Dude, I know guys that just go to Comic Cons just to meet up with girls that dress up as shit. I don't get it.
We
He's
should
truly
hurt that.
horrifying.
What kind of lineup must someone do? It's like, I'm out here for the motorboat line.
Yeah.
So I get there, and fuck it. The guy's looking at me, and
Pissing himself.
no, not pissing himself. He's just looking at me a little funny because I'm like, I think I'm gonna hurt someone now. I'm like, I think I'm having one of those, those spasms that I get at work. I'm like, just like there's a couple twitches coming out.
Spasm, it's the blink. It's the blink when people go like, oh shit, he's gonna eat something.
I was not. I was fucking
Like my
pissed.
soul.
Just screaming at this 15-year-old volunteer.
And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do, and I can't figure out. And I go outside, I look at the lineup, and I look at people, and I look what they have to sign. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is going on?
So
And
this is when he's texting me and he says, I said, did you get your signatures? He
I
says,
had to go out and sit down. I had to sit down.
yeah. So he says, I said, did you get your signatures? And he says, only Todd. It took me forever to find out where Greg was signing. Then they told me I had to come back for 4. But now I just found out that I need a wristband. I'm a little pissed. Other than that, it's great.
So I'm sitting outside, and this is when I texted you as well, and I texted my sister, and we're figuring shit out. And so I'm like, all right, I'm watching this line grow, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I say, okay, what does somebody reasonably do when they want something really bad? They throw money at the problem.
So you're a baller and you're like, okay, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna
So
take?
I went inside, and I said, okay.
Great.
I went to the same guy before who told me the information I needed to know. This guy pissed me off again, but we'll get to that in a minute. How many things are they signing? He's like, 3 to 5 things we're signing. So you should be safe with something like that. I said, because I'm going to go outside and I'm going to start bargaining with people for signatures. And I said, I don't want to have to come back in here and find out that my stuff's not going to get signed. I said, I said it a little more friendly way, mind you. He said, no,
You're
3 to 5
friendly,
things
yeah.
you should be.
Twitchy eyes, fucking neck going like this, all crazy and shit. You're going, and I'm gonna like you're gonna be like Jack Nicholson, but on steroids.
Way they get a load of me.
So I start going in line. I start with the first person in line. This young kid, him and his mom are there, and he's got a few things to sign, and it looks like his mom's got a few things. I said, do you have your quota? I said, they're signing up, and she goes, yeah. So I start asking everyone, you have your quota? You have your quota? You have your quota? And there's this one guy, he goes, I don't mind having stuff signed for you. He goes, I have 3 things. I said, perfect. I said, they're willing to sign up to 5. I said, I will pay you for like $20 if you just get my stuff signed. If you're not getting more signed than that, I was happily pay you. He goes, no, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me. I give him my comics. Said, thank you so much. I will wait here. You need something, you let me know. I'll get it for you, whatever.
If you want a hot dog, you want a soda.
So I'm standing there. I don't want to stand next to the guy. I'm not his best friend. He's with his buddies. I get it. I'm going to wait in line. I'm nervous a little bit. Got a bit of adrenaline going. Like, oh, fine, finally. Because this took a little while to get figured out. I'm paying attention to other people's conversations, and because I have a third one I'd love to get signed, so I'm listening for other people going on. So there's this big guy, and he's with his friends, whatever, and his friends are only
Big
having a
guy
couple.
to you?
Well, he was bigger than me. Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow. So you can take him.
I don't know, Jay. I really don't think I So there's people in line and whatever, and I'm listening to this stuff, and this guy goes, okay, well, he gives his stuff to his friends. He goes, well, you go get stuff signed, because they're saying 3 to 5. Get the stuff signed. He goes, if not, he goes, I still got my wristband. I'm still in line. I'm just a little behind you. He goes, just bring the stuff to me. I'll get it signed.
Wow.
So ends up, this other guy comes around, and he starts saying 3 signatures per. I'm like, excuse me? The guy inside just told me 3 to 5. I follow him in as he goes to talk to his buddy. He goes, well, I was telling people 3 to 5. And he goes, well, I was telling people 3. Well, what are we going to do? 3 to 5 or 3 or whatever? The guy goes, oh, we'll just do 3. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So, of course, the guy, as he's hearing this announced, because he's outside, as the guy starts going outside, only 3 signatures, he brings me my comic book back. I'm like, fuck me. So I'm waiting in line. I'm starting to ask people again, and the people getting in line, and I ask a few more people, and they're like, I'm sorry, because everyone, 3 fucking comic books, of course. I'd say sorry to everyone too. Well, the big guy in line before, he's talking to his buddies who are about to go. He goes, get the stuff signed. If we can get it all signed, he goes, I only want this and this and this. And he goes, fine, I'll be enterprising about it. The second I'm standing there and I'm waiting near him, the second his buddy comes back, he goes, well, I got everything signed. He goes, oh, okay, cool, fine. I turn to him and I'll give you $20 per comic book you get signed for me by Greg.
Wow.
He looks at me, done.
Wow.
So I gave him 2 comics.
20 American?
20 Americans. So I was solving this problem. I am very happy. Had I left like...
Which is
Why'd you just say 10?
me, which is when he texted me, I found someone for $20 a book that will get them signed for me. I feel complete.
Oh my god.
And at this point in time, I got adrenaline, so I'm shaking a little bit, and I go, there's this area not far away where they keep putting stuff out from DC. Every time you went back, they had new stuff out. They had pins, and then they had masks, and then they had posters, and every time the stuff went away, they would put something new out. So I'm waiting near this area because I want to make sure that when they sign the stuff, the comic books are dry so I can put it back in its sleeve. So I'm watching the guy and I'm sitting there and he's talking and I'm shaking a little bit because they're only allowed 3 signatures. So I'm like, they better not get so fucking anal. And the guy's got 5 books and I can see the guy who's leading the queue going before. And you see him negotiating because I only want Greg. I don't need Scott. I mean, Scott, great. Love his writing and all. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it's Spawn and I want it signed by Greg. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching him. I'm watching him talk to the guy and whatever, and he's showing his 2 and 2. So he puts the 2 down in front of the guys and then puts 1 in front of both of them. And they both sign the Batman, the first Batman, and he gets Scott to sign the 2 number 1 Batmans, obviously the New 52 stuff. Yeah. And Greg signs my 2 Spawn ones, 50 and 100. So now I have 100 with Greg Capullo and with Todd McFarlane with the Todd McFarlane cover. Yeah. Signed, so I'm very, very happy at this point. Yeah. And he's coming to me, and the guy's waiting, and they're like, and I'm nervous. And there's a couple guys there that I was talking to who just got some signatures, and they were telling him, "Nervous? What are you you look nervous?" I said, "I've been waiting for this. This has been a very intense week about Canada Comic-Con, getting these signatures, and it's about to come to fruition." So I said, "I'm a little on edge, and whatever." The guy comes over, I'm like, "So thank you, fucking A. Here's $40. Thank you so much." I put this stuff in the sleeves and I breathe a sigh of release and I'm like, holy shit, this was fucking intense.
You're shaking right now.
Imagine there.
You're living it again.
And I don't normally get like shaky intense like this, and holy shit. So of course this is done. And it actually happened really fast. It was probably, 4:20. Hey, there you go, 4:20. Yeah. For all you pot smokers out there. 4:20. I'm like, all right, I have 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to go continue going. I go back over the main floor, another one shot. It takes me an hour.
Real quick one shot.
One shot takes me an hour. I go, fuck it. I'm going to go to Artist Alley now. I do the entire Artist Alley in 1 hour.
Wow.
I got some pretty cool stuff. I have to show you. I got this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing printed on steel. It's fucking sweet.
Cool. So anyway, Dave, let's cement this story.
So I'll finish this off. So I go back and I get a couple things, and we get a few things, and I get my Psylocke, my X-Force Psylocke, the one I've been wanting for a while, which is fucking cool. I get an awesome TMNT thing done by the guy who's currently doing the art for some of the TMNT stuff, the new comic book stuff. So, but he did that one, which is a classic, which is awesome. I do all this. I go upstairs. I negotiate for Psylocke, and I look around, and I realize this place is fucking massive, and I don't know how I've done everything I've done today. And I'm like, holy shit. So, of course, it's like 6:20. I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave before the Metro Rush and everything like that.
Yeah. Oh, my God, the Metro Rush must be devastating.
People are leaving the same time as I. I'm leaving, and there's one guy who says exactly what I was thinking I should do. He goes, all right, I got 40 minutes left. I'm going to go inside for a little more torture. And I'm sitting there going, I could have walked around for another 40 minutes, but it meant I would have spent more money. And it was pretty reasonable, considering, American, I spent $100 on my ticket, and I spent $345 there. So I go downstairs, I go to the Metro, and I take the Metro, and there's nothing ruining my fucking day. I've got my big bag with me. I realize I walked right past the metro and didn't even fucking know it. Had to come back around.
At this point, he's contacting me saying, "Okay, where are you?" And I'm
Where's
giving him
the
like
metro?
the address of where we're going and stuff. So he's trying to get there.
Wow.
I walked the wrong way, come back. I've got my big Todd McFarlane red bag that they were handing out earlier in the day with all my shit in it, and my bag, and my shoulders are killing me because I'm not used to wearing stuff on my shoulders like a backpack. So my sack on one side, both my shoulders are
It hurts
dead.
your back.
My feet are killing me, my shoulders hurt, and I'm fucking happy. So it doesn't normally happen. So I walked the wrong way past the metro, and normally I'd be furious. Who fucking cares?
I got my
I got
comic
a
books.
hot dog and a fucking Coke because I'm like, for some reason, I know this is going to be a while. Coke, they like Coke, whatever. So I go down to the metro. I take the metro over. It's like the fucking 7 line. I take it over to the metro I need to take to get to Christina, which is like this green line thing. And I'm fight through everyone with my bag and my stuff. And normally I'd be pissed, like having to fight through all this traffic and whatever. And I'm not. I'm listening to Fat Man on Batman. I'm fucking thrilled.
An hour after he tells me he's leaving, he still hasn't shown up
you're
at the
freaking
bar
out.
where we're at. So I'm texting him like crazy, and I'm like, "Where are you? Are you okay?" Because he's all by himself in New York City.
So he's listening to like Kevin Smith talking to some great person, and he's just like, la, 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 la. I have my comic books in my satchel, and I'm doing great.
Dave then makes friends with a homeless woman who feeds the birds.
I'm Dr. Jones.
Kevin, run.
So I go down.
Who's Irish too?
I go to the metro, whatever the 2 or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, and there's serious delays because of construction or whatever, and it's not coming, and I should find alternate routes, and they're saying serious delays, and in New York, I'm sure if it says serious delays, it means nothing
Yeah, 'cause
good.
it's not in both languages, it's just in one. It's English.
And I realize there's nowhere good to go, and I'm like, fuck it. I said, where am I? And I go upstairs, and I try to figure out where I am, then I talk to a police officer. He goes, oh, it's that direction. Apparently, it was the wrong fucking direction. I only find this out 10 blocks after walking.
NYC.
10 blocks are big
I
in
turned
New York
around,
City.
went back the opposite way, walked those 10 blocks, walked another 10 blocks.
Just take a cab.
I was trying to find one the whole fucking time.
It's time to download Uber.
Fuck. And of course, no cell service, no whatever. Don't know where the fuck to call. Like, as if in Montreal, I would have just fucking called a cab. Fuck it. So anyway. Because there were like 4 cabs or 3 cabs that I saw with their light on, and they said, fuck it. Oh, shit. And somebody jumped in right away. Of course, this is New York.
Yes, New York.
Finally find a cab. People are getting out. There's somebody coming and fucking hailing. I'm like, fuck you. I'm basically getting into the cab as he's driving off. I'm opening his door.
Wow,
I sit down with my stuff. I'm going to whatever address and whatever.
The terrified person who was already in the cab starts crying.
So this is, I talked to...
I can see Dave getting into a cab. Some, like, person not from New York, but is working in New York goes, feels like the fucking, cab move and shift and going like, this and this. And he's like, okay.
Everyone seems to think I'm bigger than I am. Anyway, and at this point in time, Christina has texted me. And I get into the cab or whatever, and I text her back and said, I'll be there soon. I've got a cab, and I'll explain there because I am not explaining this whole thing in a text. It would have taken me longer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's
He was on 6th, and we were on 28th. If that gives you an idea.
That's a lot of lights. That's a lot of lights.
Anyway, so I get in this
How
cab and I
much
tell
was
them
that
where we're going.
more than Comic-Con.
Expensive, actually.
Really?
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Also, Toronto sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gave the guy, it was like $15 or whatever. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. I gave the guy like 15. I think I gave him like $2.50 tip. He got me there because he drove past. So as opposed to letting me off at the corner, he drove all the way around the block and came all the way back and dropped me off right in front. So that was nice. So I gave him $2.50. I was like, hey, it's worth it. So I finally get there, and I get inside, and I see Christina's and Dana and Kate are there with her Uncle Ted, and I proceed to put my bag down and put my bags down, and I'm still kind of like amped up because,
Yeah,
as
man.
Christina said, as I'm
Bro.
telling the story, because I basically told the story I just told. I think actually this one's a little more detailed because we were at a bar and I wanted to drink. Of what happened my day, and Christina turns to her uncle like halfway through the story. This isn't like Dave. Normally he's not all fucking agitated.
Normally he doesn't
hands.
talk this fast.
At all. Like I was animated and everything, so it was a full fucking day. So
Dude,
no,
I don't want you animated. People get hurt. Your arms, those big arms of yours, just...
so needless to say, I've done the research, and we are going to Fan Expo this year, and I strongly think we should get at least the whatever elite pass or whatever it is. I would, and I'm
avoid trouble.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of the VIP pass for myself depending on who's
all
going to be there.
All we need is you being Wayne and Ryan being Garth going, "Excuse me, I have my pass."
And we have to buy the 3-day one for there. So we want to go Friday to Sunday, and we have to go to Fan Expo because Fan Expo is even half of what New York is. That's fucking cool. So that's why I'm going to go to ours this year. Go, oh, it's so mini.
Well, no, but
But we have to go to dinner at Medieval Times.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
That was
But then-
amazing. We have to find Martin. That was our waiter's name, Martin. Martin,
Yeah.
we have to get more corn from Martin.
Fuck, that corn was good. One more thing though.
Okay.
Next year we're going to Fan Expo. The year after, we are doing the 4-day event at New York Comic-Con.
Not the main one.
San Diego?
San Diego, yeah. I thought we were doing
San Diego sells out in like 5
If
minutes.
you're having a kid
Yeah.
next year, there's no way your wife's going to let you come to San Diego and spend that type of money. I would not be able to bring you away. Even if I offered to pay for it, she wouldn't let you go.
Yeah, it's true.
There you go. So that's why we said by 35.
New York, yay!
No, but by 35, because I know it's a 1-week thing for the San Diego Comic-Con, we're going for the 1 week at San Diego. We're going in by the time
broke, and I won't
by
have
the
a house
time we
anymore.
are 35, we're going to the San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm bringing so much money to spend, I won't know what to do.
Wait.
I used to say by the time I was 35.
So then I'll be 36, and Ryan will be 36.
We can go at your 35th birthday. I'm okay with.
No, 35. I need to
No,
save a little
I
more.
think-
No. I think it's when you're 35. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, because you know it's going to be fucking expensive.
Yes.
Otherwise,
I
Jay's
do.
gonna have to tap into his kid's college fund.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. At that time,
His
I'll
kid
have
that
one.
he doesn't have yet.
Because Christina strongly thinks that I should spend my money on things that are fun, and I agree with her. And I
Maybe you
decided.
spend
That's fun.
some of your money. I'm not telling you
no,
spend
no.
every dime you
Look
make.
at all this decor.
totally me.
Look at all this decor that Dave's been spending money on at like cons, like with artists and stuff. I think this is a great decor.
It is.
I like this couch. He didn't buy that at Comic-Con, but it's been nice and comfy on my ass. All right, on that note, that's a good time to end it. This has been Big Dave Goes to Comic-Con.
Amazing!
And it's such a long story that we'll be like, turn to page now.
Or tape. Yeah.
Turn to page when you hear the sigh. Or the groan. All right, so we're going to sign off. I am Ryan Stick.
Dave Barrett.
Jason Boudreaux.
And special guest and text reader.
Nina Smith.
All right, thank you for listening to Sexy Nerd Galactic Radio. Tune in next episode when I don't know when it's going to be because ironically Jay's shift sucks now. and doing this on Fridays, which seems so convenient now in Dave's special. Will never be again. Oh, whatever. We'll do it without Jay. Fuck Jay. That.
We'll do a special event one for the Force.
Yeah. 2016 subtitle. Fuck Jay. Well, let's go see Star Wars. Could Jay come? No. Fuck Jay.
I like it. I sign on for this.
Okay.
Dude,
Good
I don't
night.
want any FJ sweaters.
Oh, we can make Fuck Jay sweaters.
I love my Jason Sucks shirt. It is my favorite shirt I think I own.
Dude, you don't wear printed
If you-
shirts. You're full of shit.
If you want to order a Jason Sucks shirt, please contact heropartymontreal@gmail.com. Because remember, Jay sucks for you, me, and everyone. This episode was brought to you by our friends Shame. Bye.
Sexy nerd